Good evening and welcome back to the Rising Superstream. How are you guys doing today? We're playing Metal Gear Acid. I realized only yesterday that it's been over a month since we last streamed this, which bums me out in multiple ways. I thought it had only been a few weeks, but I realized when I went back on the calendar that that stream actually got cancelled due to I don't remember what reason. So it's been a hot minute, but you know what? It was a hot minute the first time we picked this up, and clearly I knew exactly how to play, just like it was 2005 all over again. So, no fear. No fear, honestly. We're, if I remember right, we're just about halfway through the game. Maybe a bit past that. I'm not 100% sure. I looked it up at some point because I needed to remind myself, because clearly I don't remember the entire story all the way through. I'm gonna just trust that last time we made ourselves a kick-ass deck. If you're watching these two YouTube videos back to back, this should be a good time. For everyone else, this should also be a good time. Oh, so we're headed to Rope Bridge, right? We finished the Ibro Tower and the awesome board game boss. That board game boss fight against Teleco is so cool, except like, it's too easy. Okay, here we go. We're here. We're doing it. I'm not even gonna try to do a David Hayter voice, but Resting Bones in the chat says metal cards, and that's good. And I like that. Oh yeah, the rope bridge. It's like the best security. Just build yourself the like shittiest shit bridge and have flying cameras nearby. Okay, go to the armory, get sniper rifles. Right. Yeah, the armory is a cool area. It kind of parallels the armory in the original Metal Gear Solid. I don't remember if it was called the armory in the original Metal Gear Solid, but the area you return to a couple times in order to get the PSG-1. You eventually fight Revolver Ocelot there. Spoilers. So, armory. We're going back. Oh wait, which one was the armory? Shit, was the armory the one with the different colored uniforms? I don't think it was. No, that's the FAR building. Or no, that was the Ibro Tower, right? Yeah, that was the Ibro Tower. I don't need to worry about it. Ibro Tower was colored uniforms and then Teleco boss. So we should have both of these cards in our deck. I remember having them last time. I should probably check. I just realized there's no way to check your deck in real time. Oh my god. I'm such a hot mess. Fuck. I should really go back to the intermission and just make sure we have both of them, because if we don't have both of them, we're going to do a whole lot of passing turns and not making progress. Speaking of not making progress, let's buy some cards. Oh my god, we got Jonathan Ingram. This was already completely worth it. Jonathan Ingram, easily one of the best cards in the game. I'll never shut up about him. Also Dark Loans, which I believe is a Boktai card. Sets all damage inflicted to user to user 2-0 after 3 turns. Oh, so sorry. After 3 turns, it sets user life to 1. I don't know why I read it like that. Okay, so you don't take damage, but then 3 turns later, you lose all your life. Okay, that's yeah. No, I don't think I'm gonna use that. A private for-profit group that lends out SOL. Sol. That's the currency you get in Boktai. That's what it is. Their astronomical interest rates are a major source of grief for their borrowers. Those who cannot repay their debts are taken away, only to return later exhausted. However, none are willing to speak about what happened. Their mascot character is named Doomy. Fuck, I don't remember that at all. I haven't played Boktai in ages. Jonathan's so good. Literally just cost -20. Like, what do you want? That month-long hiatus was worth it. Yes, absolutely worth it. Age 30, birth record lists as 55. I wonder why. A former police naut with the LAPD set adrift in space for 25 years as a result of an accident with the experimental EMPS Yuri. As a result, he is afflicted by cosmophobia, now working as a kind of negotiator in OLA. His favorite pistol is a Beretta 92F. Yeah, the best friend a guy could have. There we go. Okay, surely our luck can't hold up. We got Gillian Seed. That's cool. Wonder if this has any spoilers. Lost his memory 3 years ago. His past is shrouded deep in mystery. Separated for the past 2 years from his wife, Jamie Seed. After undergoing special training in the army, he is assigned to Neo Kobe City as a runner for Junker. Metal Gear, huh? That's a weird name. Boy, is it. Yeah. Guarantees your hit, firing cost plus 10. I mean, there might be applications for that, but I'm not. Yeah, Boktai's the Sunlight game. That's exactly it. I got Ada from Zoe. Yeah, okay. Also, whatever. We got thermal goggles. I'm pretty sure at some point you want thermal goggles for a mission in this game, but can't recall. Like, I think there's a point where they're like, hey, Snake, equip the thermal goggles. At least it seems familiar. Deck change. No, okay, so, I don't know who has the keys. How do you toggle your deck again? I wish I knew how to play this game. That would be really cool. Oh my god, I must have passed them. I wish I knew how to play this game. Category, that's the best way to find the keys, I guess. Yeah, this is the card game one exactly, as a Worldo. I don't know how you could tell. Card level 1, I got 1 in Teleco's deck, and card level 2. Ooh, there we go, okay. good fucking thing I checked. And I'm gonna give Teleco... I'm gonna give Snake Jonathan Ingram, actually. Snake has more opportunities to take action, so... We're over 30 cards. We're playing inoptimal, but you know what? That's fine. Let's save that Jonathan Ingram, because we will never get that. That's actually, like, so lucky that we got Jonathan Ingram. Will I be playing Acid 2 after this? Maybe? Not immediately after this, certainly. I can 1,000,000% say that. After this and Sekiro, I'm gonna do Left Alive, for sure. That's the next big thing, big priority on my list. And barring any, like, new game releases, after that I want to do Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. But we shall see. No Days Gone? Not a full LP of Days Gone. No. I am getting Days Gone, though. I do want to play that, so... Should have played them at the same time, Chain of Memory style. Oh my god. That was enough of a nightmare as it was. Yeah, I'm super pumped to play Left Alive. Seriously. Oh, I have a mine detector. Great. I saw the other day they put out a big patch for Left Alive that, like, changes a lot of stuff. Tweaks some of the difficulty a little bit. So we're going to be playing a somewhat improved version of it now. Did I ever finish Mega Man? No, I've never finished any Mega Man game. But no, we never did. I'm sure I'll want to come back to it some year. I bought this tea the other day. There's this awesome Italian, like, grocer / restaurant nearby, and they have a bunch of, well, product that I have never tried, and I found this San Benedetto tea. It's peach flavor, right? And I just opened it right before the stream, and I'm glad I opened it off stream because it was embarrassing. I twisted the cap off, and I'm used to, like, sturdy American bottles that have, like, a solid construction. I didn't realize how, like, flimsy and thin the plastic on this thing was. So the amount of force I was applying to it made me immediately squeeze out a bunch of tea all over myself. It just happened so fast. And I couldn't tell that it wasn't like sturdy because the air like not compressed, but like the air stuck in the bottle or whatever was like keeping the surface tension high. Fucked me up, man. My pants are covered in tea. There's nothing I can do about it. It is, however, really good, so. Are you excited for the Sega Genesis Mini? Yeah, boy am I. The fact that it's by M2, and it's not just some, you know, one of the shit Sega Genesises that they've been putting out for the past couple decades. M2's doing it, Yuzo Koshiro's doing new music for it. The game selection is shaping up really well. Like fucking Castlevania Bloodlines confirmed to be in there, that's awesome. Also, shoutouts to the upcoming Castlevania collection also having Castlevania Bloodlines, and them being brave enough to include Castlevania The Adventure, which is fucking trash. Okay, so there's one level 2 door there, and I know there's another one upstairs. Yeah, Kid Dracula as well, so that's a fun one. I've only ever played like a teeny amount of that via emulator, so I guess I should just start equipping stuff with Teleco. Oh right, it's a weapon attach. Oh right, that's true. We had problems with Teleco, didn't we? Where we were like trying to get her off of a shitty weapon that she had. Was it the AK? It was one of the AKs, I think. God, I'll never remember, and frankly, that's fine. I never emulated ever. No, I've definitely been there. When I was a student, you know, everyone does it at some point. Just grabs like as many hundreds of ROMs as they can and just goes at it, you know. Nowadays, I tend to try to buy hard copies, but even then, like if it's an expensive retro game, I'll usually try to just emulate it real quick, just to kind of see, you know, do I want this? Which I know is kind of cheating, but hey. It was a rite of passage, yeah, kind of. Everyone's been there. So yeah, how tough are these guys? 100 life, they have 2 weapons equipped. However, they don't have armor, which is nice at least. These SOCOMs are starting to get a little weak though. Shouldn't use briefing right now. I'm gonna move, and then I'm gonna use a -8. I'm gonna go again. Oh my god, he only has 2 actions right now. I fucking forgot. I need to use a card to give him 3 actions. Ooh, well. This mission's about to get spicy, like 2 turns in. This is a great start. Okay, we're still good. So let's turn this around, shall we? Okay. So they both have 100 life, and they're gonna react. This hand's garbage. This SOCOM's not enough to really do much of anything. It adds fall, so it could potentially give him a stun. That guy's got 5. Teleco's moving next as well, which is a good advantage. Okay, so let's start by moving here. And then go, is -4 adequate for this? Yeah, -4 is adequate. So we're gonna reduce ourselves, so we're going 2nd. Of course, Teleco's going next. With Punch, I'm gonna go 5th, so that's not worth it. It's my favorite Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 2. So, Cody Jones says, infrequently the stereo audio cuts out a few seconds. Are all the cables connected firmly? You know what? That's going to get really annoying for you guys. I actually redid all the cabling before this stream, so that's probably my mistake somewhere. Fortunately, it's really easy to get at them, so audio should be cutting out left and right here. Hopefully that will have fixed it, but I had to redo it. Yeah, I love Final Fantasy 2. I played it a ton on the GBA. It's such an odd game. But I really like 7, a bit of a basic choice. I really like 6. I really like 4. I don't really like 3 or the first one very much. 8, 9, 10, I haven't played enough to have like a really strong opinion. You know, it works. 12 as well, I haven't really played enough, so. So Teleco's got 2 turns here. So who's going next? Snake is going next, and then this guard. So I need to get this guard's cost up. Fortunately, I have critical shot. Right, I've got to shoot. Okay, well, this is going good, guys. This is going good. Trust me, this is really good. It's gonna destroy a piece of gear, I think, but he will counter me, I think. Oh, cool, he didn't get lucky. Let's wild on this dude. That should kill. Oh my god, how much life does he have left? He has 4 life left. What a joke. This is going good. Guys, this is going really good, so don't even worry, man. So, it'd be a bit of a waste. This FAMAS should let me kill this dude. 75% hit chance. We need to hit 5, so we can only miss 1. There's our miss. Oh my god, 2 misses. 3 misses. Ouch. 75% chances too. Thoughts on Snatcher? I haven't played it enough. That's my thoughts. Okay, that was a little unlucky. We got some grenades, which are kinda not really useful right now. I'm gonna use Johnny Sasaki, and we're gonna cross our fingers as tight as we can. We need to make sure we get a cost down card here. We got a -4, and we got Jonathan, who would be a bit of a waste to use. Fortunately, -4 is enough. I will be going next. This is such a good game. It's so fun making just decks like this, where you just hog all the turns to yourself. Now, I can use Gurlugon. Cool thing about Jonathan Ingram is I can use Gurlugon and then Jonathan Ingram, and then I'm back at 0, and everyone's at +15. The audio problem actually seems worse after what I did. Really? Okay, I can unplug it from my PSP then, and just plug that back in. It's only gonna take a second. Fortunately, that's not gonna fuck things up too bad. Seems like it did. Just blow in the socket, you know, machines like that. You should be hearing weird audio here. And it should be coming back in now. Well, I'm glad that was a good instant fix that worked perfectly for all of us. Those are the best types. There we go. this should be fixed. If you're still getting audio problems, I don't know if I have any other fixes at this point. Okay, so I could use Jonathan Ingram, but I am very up on cost. So I'll use dual blades for the guaranteed kill, and I'm still going to be quite ahead of the other guys, so we can just let our rest go. Okay, and now I got a FAMAS, so I can eliminate this dude, unless we miss all 6 shots. Great. It's good. There we go. And that's Metal Gear Acid. Metal Gear Acid in a nutshell. We're starting to get a strong deck, and we're gonna, you know, start seeing the results of that pretty frequently. Yeah, we did win. That was a win, exactly. Okay, that guy's going next, so I should probably just move Snake a little bit. I'll move him over here, and I'll cross my fingers again. But if he does see me, whatever, this is a good deck. Okay, so we got our card level 2 already. That's great that we got that early, actually, so we don't have to worry about it later. I'm just going to use this, and then I could move for 2, but my hand's going to be real dry after that. My hand's going to be real dry anyway. I think I'll just pass with Teleco. Okay, we got Olga. That's good. Olga just lets you draw 3 cards, so it's like a better Pot of Greed. Okay, cool. I can move with that. Do you think Konami may do a collection for Metal Gear like they're doing for Castlevania and Contra? Yeah, I kind of get the feeling that that's the intent. Granted, getting the Metal Gear Solids out like that is going to take a little bit of time. It's definitely a lot more of an elaborate porting process than a lot of these retro games that they're doing for the other collections. So we need to get that level 1 card now. Unfortunately, there isn't really going to be a good process for that. I'm just going to discard. I'm going to get rid of that kick, because I really don't need that right now. I'm going to get rid of Stun Grenade. Snake's got like a really fun set of cards in his hand right now. Just really good movement and cost reduction, so I don't really want to fuck with that too much. But we are going to have to wait for our level 1 key card to show up. This is where it gets good. Everyone's full on life, so let me toss my kits. Oh, there's our level 1 card. There we go. Awesome. Unfortunately, that's going to be overriding Teleco's gun, so... Have you watched Real Akuma and Kaoru on Netflix yet? I have not yet, but it is on my girlfriend and I's list, because it looks fucking awesome. The animation looks great. It's honestly so cute. Equip. Goodbye, USP laser sight. We literally never used you. Teleco does have to stand by the door for Snake, unfortunately. So I'll just get her to walk through, and we'll try to take out the camera with her. This guy's just going in the wrong direction. He's just asking to get shot. He's in the way, unfortunately. Snake's got a FAMAS, which, as we've already worked out, it's not really a given that it's going to kill. So... I just flatten myself over here, and if he tries to walk by, we're gonna get him. Is he going next? Oh, he's not going for a little while. Fuck. Okay, we got 2 FAMASes now, so pretty much guaranteed that we'll get him. No. Nothing we can equip. We need to keep both of our cards on for now, because Snake needs to come through this door, unfortunately. It's kind of a sad situation. Oh, jeez. Or, you know what? Snake doesn't need to come through the door, actually. I can just do it. Yeah, Teleco can just do it alone. Guys, this is a good plan. Don't make fun of me. This is gonna be fine. Nothing to worry about. We're gonna move with one of these guns because we got a couple. So I think the sniper rifle is upstairs though. It's not just through this door, if I remember right. So there's a booster pack in here that we'll grab, and I'll have Snake go the other way because that's an option. Teleco is just gonna pass though. She has a nice hand that I don't want to get rid of. That guy's still facing that way. Super inconvenient. Wonder how much faster this LP will go solely to Liam getting Jonathan Ingram. It's gonna help out. It's a really, really clutch card. I was gonna use it earlier, but evidently we didn't really need to at the time, so I'd rather hang on to it. But he's just insane. I forgot to stand. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot to stand. Just mashing. Whatever. Let's use that stealth camo. Didn't want it anyway. I could have saved the card there, but whatever. It's fine. We're in no rush. He's still facing that way. Okay, well... Maybe I won't have Snake go that way then. It doesn't really matter, because as soon as Teleco hits the stairs, Snake will get warped with her. So I really just need to get Teleco to the right place, and then we're good. Did I get the Fury card? I don't think I got the Fury yet, but I honestly can't remember. Snake's gonna have to shuffle that deck soon too. I should probably discard some cards with Snake to make him intentionally shuffle next turn while we don't have enemies to worry about. I think maybe I need to put in an equip slot improvement card soon. Okay, I'm gonna discard with Snake to make him intentionally shuffle the deck. Unfortunately, again, we have a nice hand. I don't really want to fuck with it, but getting a shuffle when you don't want it is really awful. So he's gonna shuffle as soon as his next turn starts, or as soon as his next draw happens, rather. So I'm gonna have to discard one more time with him. I'm gonna hang on to that grenade because there's a security robot upstairs, and if I need to hurt it, well, if I need to hurt it, I want that grenade. Oh my god. Fuck, do you need both characters to go up? I guess you do. I wish I could remember things. So we got Action++, which is really tight, actually. Action++ is where Jonathan Ingram really starts to shine. That was meant to be a Genome Soldier, but okay, take it. It costs like 15. Using big cards like that, he just lets you fucking delete it. It's so good. Amazing. I always thought it was kind of awkwardly cut, actually, how it just ends on the gun there. But hey, it's fine. So I guess Snake will have to go with her. Damn. Unfortunately. No easy answer for that. I guess it varies by mission, right? Like, I remember, at least in one of the missions we did, I remember getting a character to one of the target locations, and they were just able to progress the map, but clearly that's not the case here. I don't even know if there's lasers in that thing, but I'm not chancing it. As much as I goof about, like, you know, oh, we got all these enemies on us, let's kill them in one turn and make sure they can't actually call anything. Getting an alert in this game is legit pretty rough. And lasers immediately set off an alert, so definitely don't want that to happen. Who's your favorite Pokemon? That'd be Steelix. That'd absolutely be Steelix every day of the week. I love Steelix. Top 5. Nobody's asking top 5. I'm just just throwing it out there in case anyone's curious. Top 5 if I had to pick and choose. In no particular order except for Steelix. Empoleon. Rapidash. Manectric. God, who else? Are there any other Pokemon? Was that the whole list? Fucking should have standed. No, not Electabuzz. Definitely not Electabuzz. I don't hate Electabuzz, but he's nowhere near a favorite, that's for sure. I swear to God, if this mission's just like, hey, you're not supposed to go upstairs, I'm just gonna cry live on stream. And I think at that point, it's the appropriate answer. Yeah, Feraligator's pretty rad. Totodile was, of course, my chosen Pokemon for when I got Silver. I don't know if Feraligator's in my absolute faves, though. I already got Empoleon in there anyway, right? They just be stepping on each other's toes. Oh, Shedinja. I love Shedinja. Shedinja is so cool. I don't actually really like using Shedinja, though. You know, like, just a really cool Pokemon that I like. Thanks, dude. I'm glad you like my haircut. It's nice to hear. I am doing okay. Back on acid, I see. Yeah, I mean, it's April 21st, right? 4/21 acid day, right? That's what that is. Yeah, okay, we went upstairs. Good. Finally. Okay, so I believe it's, yeah, there it is. There's our level 2 door. We are on the right side of the facility. Last time we did this mission, we came up these stairs. And we spent ages just meandering through trying to get everything. So there's 2 doors here, so one of these two, I guess. So we've got this gun turret here. The robot, which I assume is going to move kind of towards us down that hallway. And we got another gun turret there that appears to be completely out of the way. I don't think I'm going to have to worry about that one at all. What's the best way to play PS2 games today? Buy a HDMI. Yeah, I mean, HDMI hardware mods are pretty cool for retro consoles. Using a backwards compatible PS3 is a really nice option, but not really an easy option for a lot of people. Otherwise, getting like an HDMI upscaler like a FrameMeister, which is absurdly expensive, or like an OSSC, those are good options as well. I mean, if you can play it on a CRT, those are good. If you have access to like a PVM monitor, then play it on a fucking PVM monitor. I think that's the think that's the name. PVM. Is that right? Or is PVM specifically the Trinitron? No, I think PVM's right, anyway. They're just insanely high quality CRTs. A lot of them were made for like broadcasters and like stuff like that, like industry. They weren't really made for consumer use, but you can get them nowadays, you know, just old ones that these companies abandoned or sold off or whatever. I mean, everything went digital, right? You don't need them anymore, but they're really cool if you're into retro gaming. I don't have one. I would love to get a PVM one day, but I have a 720p/1080i. You know what? Teleco's just gonna go in that door. I have a 720p/1080i widescreen CRT that I like very, very much. And I feel like if I want to get a PVM, I need to get rid of that first. Okay, I was gonna send Teleco in this door, but there are lasers right, like there's a laser thing right in front of the door. Wow, this is real nasty. I need a chaff grenade basically, because you can't. I don't believe you can shoot when you're prone on the ground. So I need to like throw a grenade in that room. Oh, that's pretty rough. I do have a grenade, so I can do that. It might alert the robot nearby, so Snake's gonna have to eliminate that robot. Oh fuck, that was Teleco's last move. Oh shit. Right. Okay. Okay, this just got fun again. Snake's down to 2 moves as well, so gotta do everything perfectly. Of course, Teleco counts as a solid object, so Snake's not going to be able to walk through her. So who's going next right now? Is it the robot? It is the robot. That's not good. Grit your teeth, guys. If Teleco hadn't thrown the grenade... No. Yeah, grit your teeth. I gotta use diarrhea if I even want a chance at getting an object here that I can actually use. We got Olga. We got nothing. Actually, this is terrible. We didn't even get a cost down, which, considering like the makeup of this deck, is actually like pretty unlucky. There's a lot of cost downs in this deck, so okay. Teleco is gonna get seen by this robot and probably shot at, and we're right into alert. Oh boy, it's going good. I think Snake can shoot it now though. Yeah, since we're diagonal. This is not going to kill though, and I don't actually have options to allow for a kill presently. But it will add cost. It's true, it's true. This adds cost on hit, so Teleco will be able to move. Yeah, Teleco is going to go before the robot now. Actually, Snake's going to go before the robot now too if I just end his turn here, which I think I should, for safety's sake. Yes, this is why alerts are so rough in this game. That grenade's gonna go off too, which should destroy the camera. There we go. It didn't destroy the lasers, but if we're in full alert, then I guess who cares, right? I probably should have just run in for the alert. Oh no, you know what? This is fine. This will be fine. Okay. So I'm gonna leave Snake to deal with shit. Teleco's kind of completely facing the wrong way, so she's not really equipped to do anything. I could get rid of the level 1 key card on her, and we could escape out another path. Only need to move 3 tiles, so let's move using survival kit. That's so expensive. Oh my god. That would put her 5th. This is gonna put me 5th anyway, so let's move with the survival kit. And then actually need to hop in. God, it's really inconvenient going in there to get stuff because you have to stand back in front of the door. I guess I should just rush her through all this stuff. Then she can actually help Snake. Unfortunately, she's gonna be a little behind because of it, but... Bailey Gaming says, I'm so confused as to what this game is. Did he pre-build the deck like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something, or does the deck improve throughout the game like Legendary Marvel or DC Deck Builder? It's a pre-built deck, yeah. So there's booster packs in the game, and you collect cards, and then you build the deck. A really rad game. Okay, there's our guns. How many god cards can you have? You can have 3 Jonathan Ingrams in your deck, I believe. And you could have 3 in each of your deck. So, each of your decks. That is plural. So I might be able to kill the robot with SOCOM. I would have to not miss any shots. I mean, they have a 90% hit rate. How bad could it go? Dun, 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 dun. Fuck. Okay, so I'm gonna just stand Snake in front of the robot. The fortunate thing is Snake can totally take the damage. I can try to punch the robot, see what happens. Yeah, I didn't think it would do much. Oh wow, the robot fainted. That's lucky. Okay. So the robot's gonna be down and out for a little while, actually. Not a long while. A very little while. He might get some shots in, but it's fine. From this distance. Like, whatever. Plus, Snake's got a good amount of life. I believe he has a ration on hand. So... Snake's very safe right now. This robot coming up is, making me just a little nervous, but not too nervous. Like a normal kind of nervous, you know? So he's back up. He's gonna get some shots in, I think. Nope. Right, you only awaken at the end of your turn, I think, so... Oh, look at that, grenades. Now, these robots are probably gonna move, unfortunately. I guess I should put it here. It seems ideal. I'm gonna have to move Snake back, but that's fine. Not like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, the choice is really move or heal. I'm gonna choose to move. I'm gonna make Snake face that soldier, so we have a slight advantage in terms of damage taken. I believe the shots are gonna go down to 5 damage per shot. These guys are gonna try to move past the grenade, which they're gonna. That one's gonna succeed at least. The other one, I'm not sure if he's gonna succeed. The other one, I think, might get caught. These gates are such a pain. I actually seriously hate them. This was a good change in Acid 2. Like, the fact that you could just walk through doors, because now Teliko has to stand in front of the door to open it, and then use another turn to go through it. So although she's like 7 tiles away from combat, she's like a huge amount of time away from combat. And if she does anything else, she's gonna go 6th. It's rough. Yeah, so Teliko's just not gonna do anything. She's just gonna stand still. Door's open. There we go. Kill that one. Or do they have 200? Do one have 200? Oh, yeah. Oh, he's got a ninja card. Eat that damage, Teliko. I still find it peculiar that the soldiers have ninja cards. Okay, Teliko's got a perfect option here. Okay, this works, this works. 1, 2, 3, that's a waste. Move with the USP. And then Teliko can kill Thamus. Those lasers are going to catch her, which was expected. Can reduce her cost to make her go 3rd. Then the robot will get to go. So I really have to kill that robot now. I just need one hit. There we go. A little bit of a waste, but that's fine. Now we've got this other guy to deal with. Nothing I can do to lower my cost. So let me just, what do I want to do here? I guess we'll just put her out here as another option to be shot at. Snake's taking a little bit of damage, so if he wants to shoot at Teleko, I'll totally let him do that. Cool, we got actually a cost down. So I'm gonna just take this opportunity to heal Snake up a little bit. What's your cost? 5? So I'm actually gonna go next, even though I healed. It's good. Olga. Oof. Olga's a great card, but not right now. Yeah, let's go with the grenade. Put the grenade right on his feet. That might have been a bad choice, actually. I probably should have put it just in front of him. Now I'm going to have a hard time shooting that grenade if I get a gun, which is what I'm hoping for, but low, no gun. Fortunately, Gurlugon's crazy good as well, so... I'm gonna use this just so Snake can actually properly draw. Snake's got to get this equipped at some point so we can take more actions. Don't know when that's gonna be, because it costs so much to put on. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. 75% chance, let's go. Nice, great camera angle. I shot the grenade. That, yeah, there we go. We're good. We can go downstairs now. This all worked out, man. Totally all worked out. I'm gonna actually just get rid of one of these Olgas. They're filling up my hand, and they're just being a little useless. There's another soldier coming down the stairs. Coming up the stairs, pardon. Got a laser sight M4. So we don't need the level 2 card anymore. So I'll actually just get rid of that. That soldier's gonna be going next. No matter what I do. So Teleko's going to stand still, Soldier's going to move forward. Okay, we got stealth camo as well. Unfortunately, the stealth camo is not really going to help me in this situation at all. So, a little late for that, right? You have 120 life, right? Oh, it does a, right, when you're elevated, you do more damage. Right. So 30 times 6. We need to hit 4. I like those odds. Nice. There we go. There's a cost down to make her go next, but I don't know if that's a little bit of a waste. Getting her to move down the stairs. We just need to occupy these spots so we can go down. Even if there's another guard active, like, as long as we're on spots, we can go. Use Olga to move, because it's cheap. Actually, if I stretch my movements here, I can make it all the way down. Look at the frame rate picking up there. It's wild how the frame rate, like, really slows down in this game. Fortunately, like, since it's a tactics game, it doesn't really matter, but you can really see it. Like, look how smooth it is now, you know? No enemies on screen, anything like that. Great. Any E3 predictions? Microsoft's machine, which I'm keen to see. I mean, I'm keen to see just stuff from Microsoft anyway. You know, they've been building up for a few years to try to get back to where they need to be, so I'm excited to see if they've been able to enact all the change they need to do. Though we may not see it this E3, depending on, like, if their console is only releasing fall 2020, say, then I don't think we're going to get to see everything this E3, you know, because frankly it is a little early, so. Oh no, you can shoot on the ground, okay, never mind. Is there any incentive to do this game non-lethally, or is it more like MGS1 and killing is fine? Yeah, so at the end of each mission, you get a letter ranking, and you get ranked on a couple criterias, including stealth. And if you have a good letter ranking, you get more currency with which to buy cards. So you are gently encouraged to, be stealthy. Gently. You don't have to, though. You can do whatever. I'm going to have Snake just hold off moving, because of course if he moves, he'll be blocking the door, and then Telika won't be able to unlock it. So Snake's just going to lie here for a turn. Anyway, yeah, sorry to continue on what I was saying. Yeah, just like, I think if their console's still a ways away, we're not going to get like a huge blowout of, the new games that they've got their new studios working on or anything. We'll hear a little bit of info. We might see a game or two, a new game or two, that is to say. But generally, I think it'll still be, Xbox One focused for them. From Nintendo, I don't fucking know. I mean, I guess, like, Animal Crossing's, gonna be there, almost certainly. Pokemon, possibly, probably as well. I know the Pokemon Company likes to do their own stuff, like, separate from Nintendo, so I guess we'll see how that shakes out. But I don't know, I'm not wildly pumped for either of those. I would love for Star Fox Grand Prix to be a thing, but as time goes on, I'm feeling less and less confident about that. It'd be nice to see some new Smash characters. I said characters plural. That would be cool. Of course, Sony's not going to be at E3 this year. I do wonder if they're going to have a Nintendo Direct style event like they did recently, in order to get their messaging out still. I don't know. Project Spark was a really neat game, Cat Yam. I don't blame you for wanting a sequel. It's a shame that it never took off, because it was pretty powerful. You can do a lot of cool stuff with it. A lot of the assets that they provided you were cool. For anyone who's never played or seen that, it was a relatively early Xbox One release, and it was kind of like Little Big Planet, but for 3D adventure games, I guess. That was sort of the main thing. Like third-person fantasy was kind of the easiest thing to make with the tools they gave you. I don't believe... Now, it's been a while since I've played it, since it shut down and you can no longer play it at all, but I don't believe you had crazy good creation tools for making your own assets. Pretty sure you were kind of stuck to using their admittedly broad selection of assets. So you really did have to lean into the art styles that they provided, but it was still really cool. I'm bummed that it just ended really abruptly too. What have you been up to during your hiatus? I hope you've been good. Yeah, so I talked about it a little on Twitter, but it's nobody's job to follow me on Twitter, so don't even worry about it. Basically, at some point last year, I decided I wanted to go back to college, and over the little almost 2-week hiatus, I spent a lot of time working on my application and my portfolio, and getting all the documents and shit I need to get in order. And I really scrutinized everything, because the last thing I want to have happen is an administrative problem, and they're like, hey, you didn't submit shit right, so but yeah, so just thinking about life and stuff, basically. Kind of degree are you aiming for? I'm not really aiming for I know what you're asking, but yeah, I'm not really excited to get the paper at the end or anything like that, but I've applied for a course that is about game development, and it's kind of a more general course, so it has 3D modeling, animation, scripting. It also has design courses, but I already feel pretty good about that. It's definitely the 3D and the scripting that I really want. So I know someone who helps run the program. I know a couple alumni and one student and 2 students, so it definitely, from what I've heard, it seems like exactly what I really want. I just need to improve my skill set, you know. Man, Leone was one tough cookie. Kind of, what genre of game would you want to work on given the chance? I don't know, man. Over the last, like, couple years, I've worked on, like, a bunch of little projects. Like, one of them was, like, a J-style RPG. One of them was, like, a third-person action game. There was a puzzle game in there at some point. Like, all sorts, you know. If I had to pick right now, I'd love to go back to that action game, but, like, it's a lot. It's just a lot. Yeah, I'm actually really not that interested in, like, text adventure and visual novel, actually. But... like, I like playing games in those genres, but I'm not a very good script writer, you know? Like, I like reading characters and worlds and narratives, but, like, when it comes to the script, like, it's helpful for me to work with someone else because, like, I struggle. I don't say I struggle, but, like, my dialogue comes out stiff. I'm not great at it. Let's grab some cards real quick. I'll take that, we got Old Grey Fox. I'll take that Mine Detector out of Snake's deck. That's not doing nothing for nobody right now. And next we're going to the bridge, so I need to get the PSG ones in there. So I'll give those to Snake, because Teleco already has too much gear. And Teleco's gonna lose the cards. I forget how to sort to just see your deck. There you go. Oh, your deck's just at the top, that's what it is. Okay, right. Oh no, I'd actually put her under, okay. Whoops. Let's give her... You have a cost -8 to spare. An ally cost -4. Don't want that. Cost -8. Nice. Okay. Tell you who gets cost -8. GDJ says, even attempting to write dialogue has made me more reluctant to criticize other people's writing chops. I know, right? That's definitely my sentiment in all game development. Creating stuff's just hard, man. You ready, Snake? Yeah, we're doing it. Yeah, I'd prefer writing narration than writing dialogue. Actually, I'm kind of like working on a little thing right now. Not like a super ambitious thing, but just working on a little thing right now with an artist. And I'm like, I said I'll write it, I'll do it. And at some point early on, I decided I'm not gonna write any dialogue. It's entirely gonna be narrated. And that's it's helping a little bit. It's a good cheat. I hope it comes out right. Okay, so we pretty much got to use the sniper rifle just because they're so out of range. I don't remember there being any other weird quirks in this mission, but I wouldn't be surprised if 400 guards jump out to get us after. So let's just slowly approach. I'm worried about getting close because their line of sight is actually like really quite large. It's like 6 tiles forward or something like that. Oh, you like the dialogue in the Game Jam game? I'm glad. Because I did that. I was like pretty happy with it considering I had like literally 45 minutes to write it. But when I go back to it, like there's a bunch of typos. Like I clearly didn't have time to do passes on it, but I got to do exactly 2 passes. Like I wrote the first pass in like half an hour. And then, like, once the programmer was like, okay, you can implement now, I did 1 quick pass on it and improved it a little bit. And then I was like, okay, it's got to go in now. It's got to go, because the game jam's done in 2 hours. It's got to go in now. I can't fuck around with this. We still don't have the ability to attack enemies, so I can't be fucking wasting time on getting dialogue better. Do you think there will be a Persona 5 arena? It would super not shock me. You know, we already got Dancing All Night for, or not Dancing All Night, but we already got, you know, rhythm games for Persona 5, or well, 1 rhythm game for Persona 5. I guess I just used plural because the 3-1 came at the same time. But, you know, we got those, so I wouldn't be shocked if they wanted to do that. They already trademarked it, but they trademarked a shitload of stuff. Maybe to throw us off the trail. Like, RSS are pretty busy right now. They got a lot of shit on their plate, but I'm sure Atlas could wait. It's not like P4A came out the day after Persona 4 anyway, so... I guess I'll just equip a gun with Teleco and discard... Oh yeah, I can't discard, right? It's true. I'll just use a ration. Go for it. Nice. Gotta wait for that PSG1 to show up in the Snake's deck. Why I Die says, game jams are for gameplay proof of concepts anyway. Spell checking is the lowest priority. Exactly, right? We needed to make it actually playable. Actually, our goal this last year actually wasn't the gameplay. Like, we all kind of came in with things we wanted to improve on from the previous year. So, like, the first year, like, we made a thing that was fun, and people liked playing it, but it was so rough around the edges. And it wasn't, like, that fun. It was just fun enough, right? Like, we were proud of it. It was cool. It took a lot of work to get it feeling just right, because we did it in VR. Unfortunately, there's no... I don't have a distributable version of it, because I don't have the Android exporter stuff for Unity. And you would still need a Gear VR and a Bluetooth controller anyway to play it, so it's just in the ether now. Like, not that I've gotten rid of the files, but like I don't have a copy to give you. Where are my fucking PSG1s at? Come on. So like this year, going into it, like trying to figure out what we wanted to improve on, I was like, I know game jams aren't about this, but I'd love to make something that feels a little more polished and see how polished we could make something in 2 weeks. And I think we did really good when it comes to polish for the game jam game this year. I think it all flows really smoothly and nicely. The combat is a little rougher around the edges, like the action scenes unfortunately got a little sacrificed, but everything else is pretty nice, so. But I was really happy with the results though, because like literally set out going like, I want to improve this, and then we did. We literally did. So for me that was a big success. Let's reach. Just cannot reach. Give me some fucking PSG1s, Snake. Come on. Gonna use Johnny Sasaki. Hopefully we'll get a PSG1 now. Jesus Christ. I did put them in his deck, right? Like, I'm not crazy, right? We're still only just halfway through his deck, actually, so I should just be patient. It's coming. coming. There's one. So 90% hit rate, 60 attack. I need to check the life on these ciphers. Those ones I think have more, but I don't remember if it's more than 60. Like, I feel like the PSG1 one-shots all these dudes. Oh, good. This is good. This is a good sign. Yeah, I think they'll all get one-shotted, but I need to make sure. 70 life on the combat ones, 60 on the others. Okay, so it'll one-shot the little ones, but those lads are going to need some more. Unfortunately, this one did spot Teleco. So Teleco is going to have to immediately take care of it. No real choice there. And it's got 5 costs, so I'm going to have her wait. She's still going to go before it acts. Hopefully the other little one, the side, doesn't rotate and see her as well, because then that's going to get tougher. I think it just goes under the bridge, though, so... Yeah, okay. So Teleco's got to kill this. So fortunately we've got a lot of options. We also have the ability to add more cost, but I should be able to just kill it. 10 times 6, not quite. This could kill. Oh my god. This can't be aimed because it's not on a valid target block. That's frustrating. Okay, I'm gonna have to use both my FAMASs and cross my fingers. Wow, that's great, actually. Forget crossing my fingers, that just works. That's really annoying that you can't select it since it's not standing on the ground. It doesn't count as a valid target. That's annoying. Now, like, I might be able to kill that. I might be able to just get mad impatient. Oh, this seems too close to the bridge. Yeah. If it crosses over, I could get caught. Oh, but it has so much cost. I can definitely just get it now. If I use Gurlugon, I can just... Oh my god, Gurlugon doesn't work because it's they're not creature types. Right. Fuck. Okay, okay, okay. Can I hit from here? Okay, hit this. Very low odds of killing. Fortunately, I have a second one to use, so we will get it next turn. I don't think I have chaffs, I just have stuns. Yeah, I just have stuns. Okay. Never mind. Wow, that's bad. This should kill. those sequential misses had me panic for a second. Yeah, still waiting for fucking more PSG1s. Of course, you actually do need 2 if you want to fire, so... I should be good, though. They're not gonna spy me for a little distance, so... the snake can actually move forward like a hair. Oh no. It's fine. Snake's moving next anyway. Wow, that went straight into alert. Why did that happen? I actually am not sure. That's definitely happened before. But I actually don't know what causes them to go straight into alert. As opposed to before when... I guess it was maybe because he got close enough? I don't know. Also, I don't... Yeah, it's not above the ground. I mean, it's too far away anyway, but that wouldn't even be a valid target for Teleco, unfortunately. Yeah, equip weapons are better in 2. 2, like, gameplay-wise, 2 is just better, honestly. Oh yeah, you got the shield soldiers coming out. They're so cool. This is gonna be rough. Like, guys, this is gonna get real bad real fast. Snake's not facing the right way, so I'm just gonna have him use that PSG one like that. We can use this. This will slow down all the shield guys, fortunately. Pretty dramatically. Now, Teleco didn't actually get an option for taking down over, but I'm gonna have her face that way anyway, in case she does pull something. Look at that move. That moves. Oh shit. Okay, they do nothing. Teleco gets another turn. Okay, we did actually get a gun here. Oh, yeah, because it's not on the ground. That's actually such garbage. I never would have remembered that at all. That's like just trash. I hate that. I hate this, guys. Otherwise, we have like a decent loadout of shit right now. I think I'll just have Teleco stand. Bearing in mind there's guards coming, we have a decent loadout of shit. Any Golden Week special streams? No plans. I do not celebrate Golden Week. You know what? I'll actually. I can get a few better cards with him. Okay, there we go. That's good actually. Okay, now Snake's got a FAMAS, but yeah, we're not facing the right way. How annoying! Even then it wouldn't kill, but I can at least position Snake to start damaging. That goes next. This is not going to kill, but what else? Let's get the hits in. What was the name of our VR project? It didn't really have a name, per se, as a result of it being at a game jam. Oh yeah, we got ninja cards. Granted, we had a name for last year's Game Jam game, but that was because of the priority on polish. We wanted to make sure we had a nice title screen as well, which I think we did. I don't know which way I want Teleco to face, man. Because those soldiers are coming, but still need to take care of this guy here. These are really bad odds. Let's do it! Amazing. I just need to get 3 hits at 49% chance, and then we got it. Oh, so close. That was actually so fucking close. We had an overall, like, about 50% chance of getting the kill. Didn't get it. This is fucked, man. Equip weapons, like, being restricted like that. So fucked. Attack lasts until the equip weapon is used or until next turn. God, that's so expensive. Having to use it on the same turn. But plus 40 is nice, but not that nice. Shield's gonna, yeah, prevent a lot of damage. This is basically not a good combat interaction for Teleco. This might destroy their shields. I don't remember if the shields are a part of the enemy. They do have body armor, though. Anyway, Teliko's gonna pass and see if she draws anything good. Nope. Nothing good. Teliko can do a little bit of shit, not a lot. Boy, they have a lot of life, too. These guys are not pushovers. Now we're gonna brute force this. 12 times 8, so 96 potentially. And this is 24 times 4, so 96. Oh, okay. Of course, his armor's probably gonna trigger. This bummer. I did the armor. Oh, bummer. That would have been a kill otherwise. I think the audio is goofing again. Yeah, is anyone else hearing that, or is that just you? Ah, yeah, Snake's got to join in since I'm not pulling anything for taking care of the Cypher. Are we getting it too? Not sure I'm going to have a good hotfix for this stream. I forget what happens if you melee shield enemies. Like if it works at all, you know what I mean? Fortunately, Snake just isn't far enough to safely throw this grenade. It's absolutely going to hit Teliko if I throw it. And like 120 damage is a lot, considering there's like 4 enemies digging in here. So I think Snake's just going to have to pass. Could use briefing. Oh wow, I'm only going to move 8th if I use Action Plus. So actually, let me use Action Plus. It's not... Wow, oh, wow. Oh no, it's true. After their turns, it'll reshuffle the numbers, right? That's how this game works. Now you guys can hear it a little bit. It's probably the output on the PSP itself, because it's bumping against my hand a little bit. Okay, this mission's going really good right now. Okay, they're not wildly strong. Their accuracy seems pretty bad, too. A lot stronger. It's hitting from behind. I can't believe that fucking robot didn't die. That's big damage, though. 50 for free. Wow, the accuracy on the Makarov. Holy shit. In here. Still attacking from the front, so not max damage. Oh shit, there goes my M4. It seems to be doing okay damage though, actually. Doing 10, that's its default. Usually when you shoot the shield guys, you do, I think it was half or whatever from the front. I guess when you counter them, it counts as though they're not holding their shield up, which is fair and also fun. first, but huge improvement. Oh, first is probably this new soldier. Oh no, first is this cipher. This shitty cipher over here. Snake can actually heal. Still go second. Oh, Aeonic Vector points out reaction isn't actually an action, so they aren't defending. That actually makes a lot of sense. There's my action card when I need that later. Gosh, didn't really get good options here. I could shuffle Telecodes in my hand. There we go, this is better. Okay, now I actually have 4 actions, so this is great. Target the grenade from here. Let's move it a little bit. Just make sure it gets there. Yeah, it's there. When does it blow up? 6 cost. Yeah, so I need to shoot it, or else they're gonna get out of the way. So let's move with Olga. And let's shoot it. Oh, that might cause a fall on Snake. Oh, I can't shoot it because there's an enemy in the way. Of course. Of course. I should have known. Let's use Gurlugon. Gurlugon's so good. Of course, it's not going to affect the ciphers, but that's fine. What? Have we been live for 4 hours? Are you fucking serious? No, that's wrong. Why is Moobot printing 4 hours, 21 minutes? Is that like a post-weed day weed joke? And now I can use Jonathan Ingram to really fuck him up. Yeah, because it's like it's printing the date, but it's saying hours and minutes. I don't know. I don't know what Moobot's doing. Weird. Now it says 4 hours 23. Weird. I can punch, but why not? Let's do it for funsies. Not the optimal move, but let's get him right on that grenade for satisfaction. Yeah. Okay, we got more grenades. Oh, yeah. So that grenade's under that guy's feet, so let's pop this one here. That will cause a chain reaction. Let's get that one over there. Yeah. Video games. That worked great. Bridge destroyed. You're not even wrong. This guy's down for the count. Okay. Wow, I can shoot him from here. Terrible accuracy though. So I need to get rid of the Cypher. So I'm gonna. Snake's got a FAMAS, so I'm gonna move Snake forward and turn him around. And I think the Cypher's gonna follow after Teleco's turn. So Teleco's got to defend Snake, and then Snake can take care of the Cypher. This is a good plan, guys. This is a great plan. Ah, she's got a FAMAS. She could have taken care of the Cypher. There was no way to know. Oh yeah, exactly. That's right. Big cost. Can I get her down to something good? I can get her down to something better. Or I can just go 7 and have more cards. Let's just go 7. That's fine. Oh yeah, you're right. Moobot is just going fast. I see you guys asked it for the time again, and it quickly jumped up a couple minutes. Weird. I wonder why that is. Wow, the Cypher had to discard. Every AI character in this game also has a like quote-unquote deck. So they obey the same rules of like running out and discarding. That goes on my gear. It'd be cool if you could destroy their shields. Okay, so we got appropriate card. 70% hit chance, so we're good. Finally. The cipher that ruined this mission is dead. And we can toss down some of this. So I suppose there's going to be a cutscene that pops right after we finish the bridge. I'm going to go Olga and then cost down, which is going to put me back at 0. Snake's going to get to move again. Nice, got another -4 there. Snake first. Snake is good. Oh, you know what? This is actually not terrible. I go here, grab the pack, put him back down. Snake's first again. Then I can use my spin kick. I don't know what that's going to do to the guy who's guarding. 30, okay, so it still did cut the damage. Nice, and now Tellyco can shoot. So, he's going 6. Just a little while. That guy's got 110 HP, so I could potentially like get him with a FAMAS from the side. I don't know if that's a clever move though. It's 7th, 4th. Okay, so the guy in front of Snake's not a huge priority. Because Tellyco's probably going to be able to eliminate him pretty quick. She's next? Yeah, Tellyco does move next. Let's, is that going to be back? Yeah, I guess that's going to be back. Let's go big or go home. Just expose Snake's rear completely in order to get, hopefully, a kill. We just need 4 hits, so 2, 3. Okay, nice. Oh wow, it's true, the range is good. I guess I can. Why not? Now Tellyco can focus on just trying to make a good move here. While the other guard has to stare at Snake's tight ass. Listen to the deafening claps. Oh, we got a grenade, actually. So Tellyco might be able to do something here. She got a cost down as well. The next guard goes in 1 cost. Okay, so no matter what I do. So if I get that grenade down, grenade is 7 cost, 8 cost I would use. Snake moves in 15, so grenade cannot be within the Snake's in range of Snake, but this is at least going to force the guard to move. There we go. Going to do less damage to Snake. Just lost. He did 9 damage less than he would have. Nice. Oh yeah, is that the Case Ionic Vector? I don't remember all of Acid 2 super well, to be honest. I remember the first game better, because I played it more. So I'm gonna try to use the FAMAS, which will not kill, and then I'm gonna punch and hope I get the knockdown. So if I get the knockdown, then the grenade will kill. I'm trying to play MGS 3 for the first time. Are the controls kind of bad, or am I just a scrub? No, the controls are a little dated. They're a little stiff. I think, you know, that's just how the MGS games are, you know. I don't think they're awful by any means, but they could be better. There's a definite learning curve, though, to them. That's a good way to put it, Ionic Vector. And they are definitely a little obtuse. Like, there's a lot of actions that you have to remember how to do constantly. Like, MGS1 moveset is, like, so much simpler. I mean, duh, like, it's, like, a much smaller game, but... Do I have to kill all the soldiers, or am I just gonna get a cutscene if I run away? Do I have to kill all the soldiers? Snake's going right onto that bridge again. Anyway, sorry, yeah, MGS1 was so simple, like, the controls are actually, like, really easy to get into. But the moment you jump to 2, like, 2, 3, and 4 have, you know, good controls, I think, but a heck of a learning curve, no question. Oh, I can't shoot the other guy because I think Teleco's immediately in front. I can get rid of the other side there. Oh, but that's going to put his cost up. Teleco is going next anyway. Okay, so that's not... Well, no, it is worthwhile. If I put his cost up, then Teleco can do more stuff on his turn. Oh yeah, it's true. MGS1 did have the weird camera stuff when you crawl near certain things. That was what it was, right, GDJ? I remember that. At least strikes me as totally familiar. Teleco, I guess, is just gonna wait. Punching for seconds, so just wait. Oh my god, no gun. Shit. Not what I expected. The odds of not getting a weapon there were really poor, actually, so... I guess I should just try to punch him in the back and hope that he, I can just punch him inside. Hope that he gets stunned. Could happen. No. It's not as though she even has bad cards or anything. No offensive capabilities, so... There we go. Yeah, he would have gotten away from the grenade, I think, so not worth tossing down. Amazing! That's why you're the best. Perfect stealth. Look at that. Speedy. Not found. You can't do that better, honestly. This is like max skill level here. Real talk, like I'm using like a somewhat busted deck build as a total crutch for my lack of stealth. It's cool that it allows for that, you know? This game's actually like pretty tough on your first go through though. Like if you don't know kind of what's good and what's not, you will get trashed. I mean, fuck, we got trashed earlier in the Leone battle. So. Or was it the sequence right after Leone? I can't remember. One of the two. We've gotten wrecked a little bit. And also that one mission that took a decade, you remember? What a fucking nightmare. That's such a Metal Gear thing, just noun question mark. Okay, so 2 research products. The production of Aqua Troops human weapons. Secondly, the creation of a neoteny to control them. So there's someone out there controlling. Neoteny is known as the Mind Bender. The Eagle kidnapped 130 kids from several countries, just like the Pied Piper. Apparently, all of the kids had psychic abilities of some sort or another. Ones who showed the highest potential of becoming the Neoteny were then chosen using various methods. Final selection was made in that storehouse. Thanks to your knack. You have a good day too, dude. Top 10 children to make it through the preliminary selection process were forced inside, and the storehouse was locked down tight. The sole survivor would take the title, Neoteny. They called this method the Fortnight, the ritual of conjuration. Which of course we've heard about before. According to Eastern lore of the yin and yang, bugs are small animals trapped in a jar. forced to eat each other alive. A sorcerer then uses the survivor as a kind of familiar. Apparently, such demented sorcery actually existed. Have I ever played Warhammer 40k? I've played Warhammer Fantasy. I had a lot of Warhammer 40k figures, but I didn't play it very much. But I've played a bunch of the video games. I like 40k, it's cool. I like Fantasy better, not gonna lie. Lizardmen for life. Clown mentioned something about the yin and yang. I don't want to read off the dialogue, I want to read off the explanations. That's the good shit. Cloud was inside the plant well before HRT arrived. She might have been hired by Beagle to protect Pythagoras and Fleming. So who was the survivor of the ritual, the Neoteny? Someone called number 16, but number 16 apparently escaped from this lab 3 years ago. If a name knower ingests aqua, he'll be reduced to Neoteny's puppet, no matter how strong he was before. A ragdoll on strings pulled by Neoteny's will. Supposedly number 16 took control of a guard and marched out the front door with him. What's a name knower? It's important. I'm not sure. Everything I've been telling you is information extracted from the lab workers we captured soon after arrival. They didn't say anything else about name knowers. I can say for sure that number 16 is your hijacker, and that it's an attempt to exact revenge on Beagle. I don't think number 16 gives a rat's ass about Pythagoras. It's all about making Beagle, Fleming, and especially Hans Davis suffer as much as possible. No more, no less. Why would number 16 order the Aqua troops to attack you? Wouldn't that be taking sides with Beagle? Number 16 is simply toying with us. There's more toying just around the corner. That's a very horny thing to say, Leon. Soon the Aqua troops will be sent after you, Snake. Who is Hans Davis? Please tell me, I'm confused as to my identity. I don't know. The workers we captured only knew his name. No one had even laid eyes on him. Fleming may be the only one who can identify him. Run. Run quickly. Destroy the bridge. Boss Bruce says, thanks Liam for introducing me to this game. I got my PSP ready, my copy is on the way. I hope you enjoy it. It is a fucking sick game. And the second one, as much as I like this one a lot, the second one is better gameplay-wise, so you have a lot of acid to tear into, that's for sure. Just in time for Acid 3. Coming to the Vita fall 2022. We were both invited just to make Beagle squirm. That's great. Tag team with Leone. Third party member. That would actually be dope. I guess spoilers, it doesn't happen, but... Look, they're friends. Oh, the power plant. All I remember about the power plant is that it's tough. I remember it being really tough. I don't remember much else about it, but I remember it being quite difficult. That's just what we need, more difficult levels. Yeah, our one Jonathan Ingram card is gonna get us through easy for sure. That'll be the trick, Dodge and Dust. Thanks to Jonathan Ingram, nothing else. Just him. Man, Minette's a fucking champ here. Literally get this child to remotely disable a bomb. Oh yeah, the bomb's still happening. That's like a most of the game story beat. Is Minette remotely disabling this bomb. It takes a while. I'm not gonna lie to you. Pirate Bison. Nothing. I really should have checked the singles first, but hey, there's nothing good in there either. So we had equipped the PSG ones. I'm feeling like Snake's SOCOMs are starting to be a little too weak. PSG1 is what, 7.62 millimeter? Because I could potentially equip the PSG1s as his second weapon. Decreases it 10 blocks. Yeah, it's fucking strong. But I need other ammo for it. 7.62. Let me see if I have other. Sorry, I went way through a bunch of guns there without even checking. Wow, no, I got no options. Damn. At some point, too, we're gonna have to use a remote missile. I think I'll hang on to the SOCOMs for now. Do I have any other cost downs? I have more cost -4s, but at this point I don't. Cost -4s or not really. Snake's deck's in a fine spot right now. It's not like 1,000,000% ideal, but it's fine. Teleco's... Yeah, Teleco's also fine. They're fine. I'm worrying too much. I just remember the power plant being tough, but I don't really remember anything about it. I don't even... Oh, we're not the power plant yet. Okay, cool. Let's do the mountains first then. I forgot about the mountains map completely. Oh, power plant is a lot of long missions. Oh no, another one of those. Maybe that'll be next stream. Look, we got one of those MGS3 flying dudes here. Yeah, I had like a really good discount deck, Aeonic Vector. That one time I showed it off on stream before I live deleted my save file. It was basically like, you can just do whatever the fuck you want. This game and Acid 2 are actually just absurdly busted when you get good cards. Because you literally just get to move infinitely and the enemies can't do anything about it. Okay, so I need to get on this path, which can be reached by, wow, seems like there's only one route really up this hill, which requires me to get back there. Oh my god, what a circuitous path. I don't believe there's another way. Not that I can make out anyway. Wow, really, really circuitous here. Okay, we've got Jonathan Ingram on access right away, which is nice. Unfortunately, no cheap cost downs though, which is a real shame. There's a stinger up there. Do I risk it? Do I chance it? He has 8 cost. Oh, sorry, no, he moves 8s, rather, not 8 cost. Yeah, fucking YOLO, man, I mean... Are you invincible if your deck is nothing but cost downs and 1 gun card? So you can't have nothing but cost downs because you can only have 4 of 1 card at the same time. But Yeah, if you have like 4 of each of the significant cost downs you want, including Jonathan Ingram, and then draw cards, and then weapons that work on every foe, you can pretty much just break every mission completely. Like, completely break. Enemies can't do anything. The only thing that could happen to you is, like, environment stuff getting you, but that doesn't really happen. You know? Yeah, that card is also going to move forward, but I should probably just move Snake out of the way. Okay, we got Laser M4, which is good to have right out of the gates. I'm really nervous about where this flying guy is going to move to. I seriously don't know which way he's going to go. Like... it's a waste. Just have Teleco stand still. Teleco's got a usable hand, so... Okay, that's good. So still only going to do at most 60 damage. So even if I use both of them, it wouldn't be worthwhile. I have 3 of them, actually. I wonder if I could use the sword if I stand on the hill right behind him. I wonder if that would work. Yeah, no, okay. I didn't think so. Spin kick also is gonna whiff, so I'm not gonna bother. Oh, there's a barrel down there, too. I mean, I could shoot the barrel, but I'd be on alert then. I actually can't shoot the flying guy from here. Something about our positioning. I guess he's too high vertically. So that means if anyone's going to take care of the flying dude, it's going to be Teleco. Of course, right, I forgot. You know, I just did a mission with this, but already forgot that that's the case. So let's just hope he doesn't turn the right way. This guy's really weak, actually. It's good. This is a good mission. This is going good. Yeah, he's just sitting in the corner. Okay. Yeah, he's got no other stuff going on. That's guaranteed 80 damage. Famous, on the other hand, is going to add cost as well. Famous' possible kill. Likely, well, not likely, but... Ooh. Now he's at 9 cost, which is fortunate. When does that flying dude move? Second. A little bit expensive, but kind of need to... So now Teleco can get around the bend, where that guy probably won't be able to see her. Although, like, I have a hard time determining how far enemies can see when they're at different elevations. Like, see, look at this guy's visibility. It's crazy far. You can see the entire world from there. I think if I just round the bend with Teliko and crouch, she should be okay. I'm thinking maybe behind this hut should be safe for her. Stealth camo would be a bit of a waste right now, considering she's already has so much cost and it disappears after 20 cost. Okay, so now is where we get truly tested. Gonna have to use Jonathan just to get us back to 0 cost. I basically need to be at like 1 or 2 costs. Pretty sure he has 2, so. Oh, he's fucking too high above me. That's actually super annoying. Jeez. Should remember just not to move directly next to him. So that is not ready to kill. There we go. It's a good deck. See, as your deck gets more and more broken, situations like that end up like that more often, basically. Earlier in the LP, like, I'm sure I did the exact same shit, where I was just like, now we get tested, and I just didn't succeed, because I didn't have as good a deck, but, like, this game's just gonna get more and more like that. It's great. It's awesome. Okay, that guy's on the upper path, so we still need to get around there, and also we need to shoot this guy down before we can like, access the path. So that guy's taking the path around, so he's going to take this circuitous route. We can try to cut through the middle. I think there's a guard facing that way. No, there's no guard facing that way, so that could... Oh, wait. Okay, he can't see far enough. He can see on the bridge up top, but he can't see far enough on the ground, so... Okay, so we can try to cut through the middle. Fortunately, Gurlugon is an absolute asset. Gurlugon is such an MVP, seriously, like... Just against mechanical foes, it doesn't really do anything, but regular soldiers are like 90% of the enemies in this game, so... Okay, now... Can she... good distance here. What does circuitous mean? Circuitous means like it's a less direct path. I don't know. Circuitous. Oh, I don't like that. One of my tabs on Chrome crashed during the stream. Yeah, longer than the most direct way. Yeah. So the fact that he's taking this path up top instead of just like staring at me, he's taking a circuitous route. Granted, he doesn't know where I am, so he may be thinking he's operating in a direct fashion without realizing that it's actually really an optimal play on his part. Can this reach from here? No, Not that I want to take this shot from... Oh my god! Oh my god! Not even gonna stop to acknowledge that. Don't acknowledge that. Nothing happened. Screaming inside my head. Action plus, but nothing to dull the edge of taking 15 cost. Jonathan's gone and he's not coming back for a little while. I could use briefing. I'm going second if I just do nothing, so I can discard. I'm going first. Oh, is it this dude up here? Who the fuck's going first? Not till I go. Is there another soldier on the map somewhere that I don't know about? Oh, Snake, fuck me. Of course, Snake's going first. I haven't done anything yet. Yeah, so I can just discard. Oh, I can't discard. Okay, well, I'm fucked. I can go second if I go to 4. And who's going second is actually what I was looking for. But I was being too busy being a dumbass. Okay, it's this dude. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he's... Okay. I can go second then. I can use Olga, cycle 1 card, which is a little bit of a waste. Maybe I could have moved. I'd rather get through my deck. Yeah, that was a waste. Okay. Another word I've heard you say, but I don't know the meaning of, is nascent. Oh, nascent is like, yeah, like underdeveloped or like kind of raw. You know? I'm sure there's better descriptions. Oh, Dodge and Dust says it means made recently or beginning to develop. Yeah. Oftentimes, I think I use that to define like, or to describe aspects of like early entries in a game series. Because you can see the ideas kind of forming, but usually, well, some ideas take a few games to coalesce. I shouldn't say usually, but it happens. I'm just gonna use briefing. I'm just gonna say big fuck it, briefing. Okay. Probably should have just opened with briefing there since Snake only has 2 actions, but that's fine. Before Liam got Jonathan Ingram, his deck was nascent. Yeah. There was a concept there, but Jonathan was the linchpin that I was missing. Ooh, ooh, ooh! That was lucky! Okay, I got options here. He's got gun, but no armor. So, this is not gonna kill. It'll be 96 at best. And this can do 96 at best, right? They both do the same amount. Then I got the Fenmass, which could kill. Go for it. If I need to use 2, I'll use 2, but this could kill, so I'll take a chance. 1 miss. Oh no! How unlucky! How profoundly unlucky. He has 4 life left. I should actually go punch him instead of wasting a gun. Takes 4 cost, but, you know, it's a good option here. No use dropping cost, so. Okay, now Snake's got real cards, so we need to get rid of this dude. Let me just re-analyze his range. So, okay, so we can operate, like, to the left of him pretty well. Even in front of him a little bit. He's got a little gap in his line of sight there. So, okay. Got a lot of room to play with. Oh shit, need to go all the way to even move that way? Maybe there's less room than I think there is. Wow, I'm moving 4th, even at 0 cost. Holy jeez. Probably should have checked that. Oh, it's a bunch of guards who are standing still. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'm wearing a V-neck. Looks good on me. Okay, this could kill, but my cost just got pretty nasty. I think I'm just gonna pass with... I don't know, I'll use Gurlugon. Fuck it. Fuck it. Gurlugon all the time. Thanks, Unlimited Vic. Glad you think so. I appreciate it. Do I know you, Unlimited Vic, in person? Do I? I'm squinting at that username because I think I might, but not 100% sure. Sorry if that's a weird question if I don't, but... FAMAS is really the only option here, but unfortunately I don't have any cost down options. So I gotta choose the FAMAS and then the SOCOM and kill. Guaranteed kill. Nice! Hey, lucky! That was really phenomenal, actually. Shot, which is expensive as fuck, but I can use my cost down, so... Yeah, I find it cool that, like, Acid is, like, actually an AU. I think that's really neat. Like, they didn't even attempt to insert this into the, like, quote-unquote real timeline, you know, just fuck it, it's its own thing. I think that works, though, you know? It lets them, you know, leverage, like, people's assumed knowledge of Metal Gear Solid and, like, do something completely fresh with it without having to carry pretty much any baggage at all, so... Except for, like, I guess gameplay baggage, where people expect a certain amount of stealth. Like, a little bit of stealth. Not if I'm playing, but, like, a little bit of stealth. You'll at least think about stealth. A little bit. Okay, so we're gonna get to direct combat here as we move along this path. Not really any choice in the matter. Teliko's hand wasn't great, so let me actually toss her hand. I need to get Snake's Action Plus card. So here I'm gonna end up just rushing this card pretty much. I can move... I feel like if I... He doesn't move for 6 cost actually, so I can rush him. 6, quite a few tiles away, but I can probably do it. As long as I don't get absolutely abysmal draws, I'll be okay. Oh yeah, I do have Snake's Action Plus card in my deck, yeah, but I mean, it's not like I need it in play. So he doesn't move for a little while, actually, so... Oh, right, this guy's gonna see me too. Oh, I can't forget that. So I can pause here, and then... Okay, Teliko is in cost hell right now, because she just reshuffled. So since she's in cost hell, I will just leave her in cost hell. Kevin Wager says, you're not playing on PSP. I am actually playing on PSP. Thank you for giving me an excuse to show my setup again today. We are actually playing off a real PSP. This is the most real setup ever. But I can see why you'd guess that. Okay, so... Oh yeah, no, I think I did have the plus in my hand earlier, Dodge and Dust. I think you're right, and I tossed it when I used the kernel or whatever, just to toss both our hands, so... Now, the issue is this distant fellow up here. He's really far, and I'm gonna have to walk through his range. And unfortunately, in my infinite wisdom, I did not equip the PSG-1 to Snake. So... Unlimited Big says, no, I live in Maine, and I'm very lonely. Gotten some crucial comments on Cage streams, jump canceling Cage 1, Ice Dash, and 0.2, and I tweet at you sometimes. Long-time fan, autism forever. Typing all this on the PS4 was torture. TLDR, no. I'm so sorry I made you type that whole thing out. Yeah, no, I saw your name and just the way you were typing, and I was like, wait, hang on. Maybe. But alas, I have a friend named Vicky, but on like her online profile she writes like Vicky. So when I saw Unlimited Vic, I was like, maybe. But no. It was embarrassing for everyone involved. And I apologize sincerely. Okay, there we go. There's our action plus, unfortunately at very much the wrong time. I can like try to like go big clutch here and see how lucky we get. Let's go. We gotta get really lucky or Snake's gonna be in cost hell. Ooh. I'm gonna go with that was a really unlucky pull. This isn't gonna kill. Okay, so Snake's in cost hell, and I wouldn't say things are gonna go bad, but he's in cost hell. Unlimited Vic says, I'm not embarrassed, just you. As it should be. Okay, so Snake has entered cost hell. Hopefully we'll get this kill here. Just finish this guy off. Oh, I actually just realized something about this mission. This guy over here, I thought he was standing on this cliff. He's actually in one of those floating MGS3 devices as well. You know, the floating thing. Unfortunately, as far as I remember, there's no way to zoom in, so I can't show you really any better than that. So just, I assure you, he's in a floating thing. You can sort of see it from here. I hadn't noticed that before. Okay, so Snake's in hell. Snake's gonna eat some damage, but whatever, he's fine. This thing, I don't remember how strong it is. I'm a little nervous, but we will see. I'm already at cost even. Oh my god. Kaz just playing his entire hand. Man, if MGS5 had a card game sequence, that'd be the best. So Snake's got a grenade under him. So basically Snake's gonna eat a zillion damage. It's gonna be bad. I have no way to move Snake. Oh, this is awful. Okay. Okay. So Teleco, who's going next? This guy on the ground is going next. I don't know if he can do anything from down there. And that dude is pretty distant. Teleco's got to keep her cost down. Unfortunately, we have no option to keep our cost down. The grenade blows up in 5 cost. So Teleco can, like, move. But if she gets shot with something that raises her cost, she's going to be in trouble. So I'm going to move her. Oh no, there's no good option there. Let me just validate something real quick. I'm not actually going to shoot at the grenade, but yeah, so the grenade is in Snake's tile. Just want to make sure. Yeah, so I'll move her just out. Oh no, because it's going to hit diagonally, right. In that case, maybe I'll just have Teleco act with a little less restraint. I'll just go a little wild with Teleco. Oh, wait, she's not going to be able to walk through Snake, is she? I don't recall. Yeah, she's okay. Is this a good plan? This is not a good plan. We're doing it. It's not the worst plan, but it's not gonna kill no matter what. This should do the same amount of damage. And if I punch, I don't remember if he'll fall off the hill. I'm gonna go with a no, but it's like 90% chance of 80 damage. This is 90% chance. Whoa! Whoa! Missed 2 at 90%? Gonna go off that cliff? Yeah, I don't think so. Wow! 2 at 90%. That's fucked. That guy should have been at critical life. This is XCOM, baby. Yeah, no kidding. Fucking great, I can't shoot anything. Games do you hope get announced at E3? I don't know. I don't, Star Fox Grand Prix? Star Fox Grand Prix would be a good one. I'd love to see Bayonetta 3. I feel like we're starting to approach a period where we might hear about Bayonetta 3 a little bit. I feel like it's pretty evident now that Bayonetta 3 is like a 2020 release at best. But I feel like we're starting to get to a time where I feel like we could finally see it. And I'd be very excited to see Bayo 3. So I have the advantage because I'm at the high ground, so this is going to do more damage. Plus it's facing away. That was like a really terrible defensive maneuver for this dude. I think for E3 this year, I'm really just looking forward to surprises, honestly. As far as new things go, like there's announced stuff like Astral Chain that I'm like super fucking pumped for, but the difference being that in XCOM, every time you manage to hit something that has only 90% chance to hit, you get pleasantly surprised. Oh god, it's too true. It's too real. You do not have stealth cards. Yeah, my deck's not really decked out for stealth. It's decked out for like low cost, which does create situations wherein you are not sneaky, certainly. But it's fine. It's a good enough deck that will make it through this middle section of the game. Snake's actually just gonna wait. I don't know who moves first right now. Oh, there's a soldier back here. Okay. Snake's actually just gonna wait. Because this soldier's like a million miles away. Cool, we got a -4. That's what I wanted. Third. Give me a second now. That dude, no. This dude, still no. Go to the next. Third, so I guess that guy. Yeah, that guy was moving. I'll just get him next turn as well. Are you gonna post this on YouTube? Yeah, this will be up on YouTube in a few days. Not immediately. Sekiro's going up today, and then there's still Falcon Age I need to get up between Sekiro and this. But then this is the third video that will go up after today's, or including today's. Algie says, fun fact, while theoretically a 50% hit chance can miss 100% of the time, the XCOM reboot, you mean robot reboot? Anyway, the XCOM reboot has a secret mechanic where the game would grant automatic successes if you got too many misses. I think you mean XCOM robot, but that's neat. So like a pity system, sort of. It's fun. I like that. XCOM's rough enough as it is, so give players a chance. Put that to 0. Pass this. This will be the 4th video for Acid, Kevin. There's 3 other videos that are already up. Ooh, so this is a tricky decision right here. I have weapons, so I can open fire on this dude and get some real solid damage in, or I have briefing and I can chance it and see what I pull. Let's risk it all. gamblify our video games. Gurlugon, good, it worked out. Totally worth it. Calico's going first now. Incredible. Use a grenade here. And then I can cost down 4. And then I'm moving 3rd again. Great. Great, great, great. And this chump back here. Oh my god, who's looking? There's like another soldier. I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is, and I don't really care. It's fine. He's basically out of the game at this point. Yeah, character cards are pretty good. They're sort of like they're sort of like super moves in like a fighting game in terms of strength. But they do come at pretty heavy costs usually. That character, Jonathan Ingram, is one of the few that comes with like almost no costs at all, and he's just wildly powerful. So still can't shoot at that dude up there. Telly goes in a good way. I think she's just gonna wait here. I could, you know what, I'm gonna use a grenade on that grenade, on the, because those might hit the flying guy, and if they do, that should be enough to wipe out the flying dude. If they hit the flying guy, which they may. Incredible. That's awesome. If you, like, before this stream, if you would have lined up a bunch of weapons for me in this game and asked, like, which weapons can you use to hit the flying guys, I would have flunked that so hard. I would have not said that the grenades would work and your equipped weapons, including submachine guns and handguns, would not work. I would have never guessed that, ever in my life. I know I'm just going on about it, but it's weird. It is so weird. Oh, have a good one, Kevin. Hope you enjoy the back catalog. Fair warning, there's one mission at some point in the LP, I think it's part 3 maybe, that is insanely long, and it is tedious, and if you want to like skip through that, go right ahead. Enjoy it in the way that makes you enjoy it the most, because that mission is gross long. Like, I think almost 2 hours we spent on it. I'm not sure if we need to get both people to the objective here, so this might be the end. Yeah, okay. Since the next mission is going to be like a real drag-on mission again, I think we're probably going to wrap up right after this mission. This song is such a banger. Like, the soundtrack in general is so good in this game. Perfect. Or is there a part 2 to this mission? Okay, we're good. God, that mission complete is so clean. Like, the UI is so nice. I love it. I know I've already talked about this before, but like, the way they're like not afraid to just shove everything up against the edge of the screen. That's always something I like about handheld games a lot, actually. Is like, you never have to worry about like display area. You know, like when I worked at THQ and Eidos, and I mean, this is just like general, like obvious game design stuff for UI, but like at those companies, like we had like light internal guidelines on like, hey, you know, make sure your UI is like this far away from the edge of the screen, because people are not going to have their monitor settings right. You can't account for that. But like on handheld consoles, you don't have to fucking worry about it at all. So this game just throws it all away and just jams their UI against the edge, jams like various elements right up against the edge. I love how result there is just touching the edge. It's like a light thing, but it's neat. It's super neat how like you can really take advantage of like portable console screen real estate just because you know how everyone's screen is going to be configured. It's nice. I love handhelds. They're so good. I hope we get another handheld console one day. I love the Switch, but it's so big. It's a chunky lad. Again, I no longer wear cargo pants, so can't carry that around. Blocks everyone's reacts for 5 turns. That's a neat card that I will never use, but neat. 20 red word. Set everyone's hit rate to 100% for 3 turns. Not gonna front. I'm not clear if hit rate means like they're gonna get hit 100% of the time, or the weapons are... I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Should have checked the singles. Ah, nothing good. Nice. Yeah, I saw that rumor. It's very credible, though, by Nikkei, that there may be a smaller and a stronger Switch coming later this year. 2 product, that is to say, not one that is both smaller and stronger. Although there was a follow-up, I think it was Nikkei as well, who reported that the stronger one may be pushed to next year. I mean, yeah, I mean, Nintendo always makes new versions of their devices, so it definitely seems evident, but I am curious about the form factor of the smaller one and how portable it could potentially get, you know? Because I would love if they could get, like, I don't think it's possible, but if they could get it down close to like a Vita, that would be really nice, but I don't know how much smaller they can make it. Just with the necessary parts inside. Like, the device has a fucking fan, right? Like, you can only make it so thin and still have a fan. Like, so I'm curious, you know? I want to check one of my handguns in here, the M92F, which I just got a few of here. I like how there's these 2 different versions, laser sight and then the retro one, but I appreciate that the art's different. Critical hit disables target's interference. It's a lot more expensive, way more expensive than my SOCOMs. Oh, it only hits twice. No, never mind, fuck this gun. I'm not gonna use that, not at all. Oh, but free attack. Hang on. Free attack does make up for that somewhat. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get 4 times 10 versus with the 2 times 40. Great. Yeah, let's do it. Free attack's strong. This may not be a good choice, but we're doing it. Oh, why I died, the Switch rumors they're very, very credible. Like, they're from Nikkei, which is a Japanese newspaper, and like they tend to be pretty right on these things. They got friends in Nintendo, because I swear to God, they always got hot Nintendo leaks, but only on hardware. I don't know why that is. But like, maybe it's just they wouldn't report or be interested in games because they're like a general purpose newspaper. They're not like a gaming outlet or anything like that. But they always got the Nintendo leaks. Outside far. Okay, we're getting to the rough stuff. Okie doke. I'm gonna wrap up here. I'm gonna save for the 4th time for safety. They have a mole. Yeah, a mole in Nintendo. They have listening devices implanted on like all Nintendo executives. Oh look, Moobot's working now. He properly says 2 hours 37, unless he started counting down, in which case, panic. Who knows what he's counting down to? Cool. Outside bar. You know, I can actually check. I have finished the game, so I can actually just look up real quick. How far are we in this game? So we're at 13 hours? I think the game's like 20 hours long. So, where's my fucking mission list? Thanks a lot, GameFAQs. Ah, here we go. Stage 9, stage 11A mountain, stage 12 outside far. Oh my god, the power plant is long. Not only is it the longest stage, wow, okay, holy shit, that's long. Yeah, the last stages are stage 14, which is like a multi-part thing, I remember that. Yeah, we're getting there, we're getting there. We got a hell stage coming up, but otherwise, yeah. One of these days when you're really bored, would you be interested in speedrunning Area of Sorrow? I don't think I'm like interested in speedrunning it, but like Area of Sorrow is fun. I don't know if that's gonna happen though, like anytime. I think the next time I'll do a Castlevania game is like either when the collection comes out or when Bloodstained comes out, but I don't know. Right now I really want to focus on, because I've been really slow, it's my fault, 100% my fault, but I want to really focus on finishing, like Sekiro, Acid, Left Alive. Like I want to get that list shrinking rather than growing is kind of my priority. So yeah, you know, hopefully. Boom Cannon says Bloodstained is in the summer, correct? I believe so. I believe that's the case. I don't think we have a hard date yet or anything, but I believe so. Mabian says the list will never stop growing. I know, right? Well, my backlog is like infinitely growing, but at least that list, the stream list, doesn't increase at the same rate as my backlog does. Because a lot of games I look at them and I'm like, yeah, not gonna stream that. When's War Groove? No plans to stream War Groove. Advance Wars is like neat. That's really shitty of me to say it like that. Like insinuating it's just an Advance Wars clone. It's more than just an Advance Wars clone. I mean, it is in a lot of ways very Advance Wars. Very, very Advance Wars with a capital A. But it is doing its own shit, and it's like a huge, massive, cool game. But like, I've never been like a massive Advance Wars guy, so I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, finishing Left Alive, absolutely. I'm really keen to play Left Alive. Like, I'm super pumped. I know it's like, you know, it didn't review well, and not only did it not review well, but like people who played it were even like, yeah, this is like user reviews were also pretty mixed / poor, but something about it really feels up my alley. So I'm very, very keen to play that. I don't even have like a particular affection for Front Mission. It just looks like my type of thing. So, oh yeah, mostly negative on Steam. Is that what it says? Anyway, it looks fun as fuck. Oh, my PS4 is not actually hooked up. For a second, I forgot this was not on the PS4 since it's sitting right here. There was a patch recently that came out that seems to improve a lot of things in Left Alive. Like, obviously, it's not going to make the game great overnight, but yeah. Kulapik says, your Twitter thread didn't make it very clear. Are you going to stop streaming altogether when you enter college, or are you just going to stream less? Yeah, I didn't actually realize how unclear it was until someone pointed it out to me. But right now, so if I get accepted, which I should get accepted. I'm starting in fall, right? So it's 40-hour weeks, full course load. So, you know, when that's happening, it's not going to be possible for me to stream as much as I do. Like, it's not possible. So I'm definitely looking to like wind down. No, I say wind down, that makes it sound like I'm gonna like just quit and drop it, but like I'm looking to kind of like focus in on the stuff I really want to play and like make streaming less about like having to be constantly streaming and more about just doing the stuff I really like, so I can kind of like prioritize and do better streams and not have to do so like as many quantity wise. So I'm definitely gonna like over the course of the year, when I say start streaming less, it sounds like I'm gonna like just vanish, but I'm not. Like, I'm not intending. I don't want to quit making content on YouTube and Twitch. I enjoy doing it. Like, it's fun, because it wouldn't. Believe me, it's not worth the money. You know, there are better jobs I could go get, but it's fun. I like doing it. So over the year, I think I don't know. It's hard to say. I think definitely when school starts, it's not going to be possible for me to stream as much as I normally do. That much I can say for sure, but I don't want to quit, you know, like, it might be challenging to find times to stream. The classes are all at night as well, so I'm not really going to be able to stream evenings as much. But yeah, no plans to quit, but I am going to try to put more focus on my work outside of the stream, because I want to take it seriously, not just because I'm going back to school, because like I want to succeed at making games, you know? And I don't mean I want to make great masterpieces. I mean, I do, but like, you know, I want to finish them. That's the thing I've never really gotten to do, is like finish. And so I need to, you know, focus in and work harder on that. So I guess I don't have a straight answer, because it's really hard to tell from this distance, but because I want to focus more on like development and learning, you know, there's not going to be as much, but I have no plans to quit. And like, because I've thought about that, and there are games like Bloodstained, like Psychonauts 2, like Paper Mario, The Thousand Year Door, Left Alive, that are like really like high priority for me in terms of streaming. Like, I really want to stream those games, you know, like for me, I think that would be such an enjoyable experience that I want to make it happen, you know? So even if like stream time gets shrunk down, like I think it's mostly just going to be like focusing on a single game at a time rather than what it is now. Like, if you look at the calendar now, it's like, barring the last 2 weeks, it's like Sekiro, juggling Sekiro and Acid for a little bit, and then like streaming other games like Falcon Age just yesterday, and then Smash next weekend. You know, like there's just a lot of stuff. So really just focusing in to make it easier to manage. Because part of like streaming through 2 games at once, like Sekiro and Acid, part of that makes it a nightmare is like, you know, obviously you feel really obligated to keep up to date on both of them, which I've done fabulously at, right? But so you end up being like, okay, for every Sekiro I put on the calendar, or for every Acid I put on the calendar, I have to put the other one as well, and then I still have to find, you know, places to do one-offs and stuff. So it ends up like feeling like a much more high pressure situation, even though like I don't think you guys actually care that much like for like specific timing like that or anything. But on my side, I feel like, oh my god, I have to, you know, I have to keep it up for the people who are waiting for Acid, for the people who are waiting for Sekiro, you know. Again, I'm sure you guys don't care that much, but it stresses me out. You know, so yeah. Anyway, that was a really meandering and somewhat indirect answer, and I think, you know, the honest truth is I just don't really 100% know now, but I do not want to 100% walk away. And like in some far-flung future where I was, you know, where I had like, where for some reason I had a different job, maybe I was successful with games or whatever, like I would never want to stop recording stuff with like Matt and Wooly and any other people who want to record with me. Like, I enjoy it too much to just stop, you know. So nice, my PSP went to sleep. I guess that's about time then, right? It's a sign. There we go. Look back up real quick. Let me hop over to Streamlabs. Please never stop making content, Liam. Yeah, you know, I hope I'll be able to. It's hard though, right? Like, that was kind of one of the recent realizations of mine. I mentioned this on the Sekiro stream as well, but like, just, you know, like the fact that I want to do YouTube and game development means I can't focus 100% on either of them, and so both of them take a hit. And so this year I'm just trying to figure out how I can still put out an amount of YouTube content that satisfies me and manage to shift more focus to like game development and learning, you know. So finding that balance is going to be interesting. We'll see. I'll work it out, but I got to do what's best for me in the end, which is not the friendly thing for me to say, but like I gotta. So we'll figure it out. Games are content too. Yeah, I mean, if games count, then certainly I don't ever want to stop making stuff. So, yeah. Streamlabs, refresh you. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate it. You've always been a nice dude when I met you too. Oh yeah, I should just put this out there, by the way, because I've been trying to. Okay. So I was going to Con Bravo this year in end of June. Just to let anyone know, because it is coming up now, just to let anyone know who might be local or planning to go to Con Bravo, just FYI, I'm not actually going to be going in the end. This is not because I don't like the convention. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I actually love Con Bravo. It's just because like it's a lot when I'm like trying to figure out other stuff and like kind of shift where I'm at and also save money for school. Even if, you know, even if they pay for the hotel room and stuff, like being away inevitably costs a bunch of money. So I'm just not gonna go to Con Bravo. Hopefully I can come back in the future, but I mean, I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem. But just FYI, I'm not gonna be going. The website still says I'm a guest. I have reached out to them, and I'm just waiting for my point of contact to get back to me. So just FYI for you guys. What was the other thing? No, that was the whole thing. Xbuster Wolf actually also asks, so you're not going to MomoCon this year? That's also correct. I'm not going to MomoCon. Granted, I was not announced at MomoCon or anything. The reason I'm mentioning Con Bravo is because that was the one convention where I was like, yes, I am absolutely going. But as of right now, I'm not going to any conventions this year. I might go to OtakuCon because it's like completely local. Like I can walk to OtakuCon, you know. So I might be there, but not as a guest because they don't want me as a guest. They don't really invite YouTubers. So yeah. Shoutouts today to Breakfast Mega Powers, J Kobe 34, Yarnum Cat, and Strawberry. Breakfast Mega Powers left a comment with their sub. Now that I'm going to be a tier 2 sub, oh shit, it's true. Thank you. I can catch all these streams in style. I don't get to catch all these streams, but I love it when I do. I'm glad, Breakfast Mega Powers, and thank you very much for your sub. I appreciate it. Thank you all for your subs. Shoutouts also to CSABA Saba, that might be pronounced, or Kasaba, depending on how bad your English is. Little something for the hours and hours of quality entertainment. I mostly watch your streams on YouTube due to the time difference, but I am glad that sometimes I catch your streams live. Great content, Liam. Keep it up. Thanks very much, Saba. I appreciate it. And indeed, you know, keep watching on YouTube if that's your thing. Don't worry about catching live. You know, I would like for people to enjoy my videos, however they do. You know, I watch Drew Gooden's videos pretty often. This little YouTuber guy who I liked on Vine, and now I like him on YouTube as well. But I only watch his videos when I do the dishes. It really helps me do the dishes, and that's just how I enjoy his videos, you know. And I like to think that some of you guys enjoy my videos in unorthodox ways at unorthodox times as well. So whatever works best for you. And shoutouts also to Breakfast Mega Powers for his donation. Says, whether it's streaming or college, just keep it up, you can do it. Wow, getting a lot of motivation from Breakfast Mega Powers today. Thanks very much for the donation, dude. I appreciate it. And thank you all for tuning in this evening. I guess it's not really the evening yet, is it? I don't know, it's 8 o'clock. I started at 5? I guess it was the evening the whole time. My sleep schedule has been really bad, man. I like fell asleep at like 4 to 5 a.m. last night. I was like tossing and turning from 2 a.m. Miserable. I need to fix this. So yeah. Next stream. Let me pop up in the calendar real quick. next stream is actually tomorrow. Fuck, it is tomorrow. I didn't realize. Tomorrow, we're going to be back on that Sekiro grind at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is in 16 hours. So holy shit, I actually better sleep tonight. That's soon. I better sleep tonight. Oh, Vosbru, who is this Sarah person, says the the CS is pronounced CH like church. Oh, okay. I didn't realize. I guess that is another dialect that I'm not familiar with, or another region, or another something. I will get it right in the future. Chara, then, yes. Like the hockey player. I think there's a guy on the Bruins named Chara. I think. Good enough. Yeah, sorry, X-Buster Wolf. I'm not gonna be able to make it out to cons this year, like for sure. No way, no how. Just the money is just not there, honestly. So if it was like all included, like maybe, but the money is just not there. So yeah. The Sekiro grind to figure out where progress is even. Yeah, well, after the last stream, I know exactly where we're going. We're just about to hit Ashina Castle again, and I think shit's gonna go down. So I think I literally saved right in front of the gate, in front of the castle. So it's gonna be a good time. Breakfast Mega Power says world record I Spy stream went. I Spy, like the puzzle book? Holy shit! I have. Well, I don't know if it counts as I have. My parents bought me a bunch when I was a kid, and I think they still have them in the basement or something. It's not happening, by the way, but there's an I Spy video game too on PC and Mac, right? A really, really old game. But it was more of a Rube Goldberg machine kind of game, wasn't it? Or no, there was both. There was the Rube Goldberg stuff, and there was also finding stuff. I remember enjoying that game actually quite a bit as a kid. I remember the sound effects being particularly punchy and like lively and vibrant. That game really sticks out to me. I don't know why. I don't know what about it. It's probably not that impressive, like looking back on it, but the sound really jumps out at me for some reason. It's unusual, but I guess it made an impact. So, yeah. Really, I'm just gotta know, how come you so awesome? Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you. I try. I'm a lot less awesome in person, but I'm glad you like my eccentric